Welcome to episode number 3 of Finding Inspiration as a Fashion Photographer. In this series of videos, I go from generating an idea for a fashion shoot to the organisation of a said shoot to carrying it out, which is what this video is about, to the final edits, which is what we can expect to see in our next video. So in this video, I have some absolutely stunning behind the scenes video to share with you guys. Make sure that you stick around till the end of the video and I will share that with you then. Okay, so let's talk about the shoot itself. Initially, I'd planned to have a full creative team. I wanted to have a model, videographer, hairstylist, makeup artist, and possibly even a wardrobe stylist and some assistants. However, on shoot day we had myself, Kyle from Detached Media, and Helen Archer, our wonderful model for the day. The rest of the team unfortunately had circumstances that prevented them from coming to the shoot. Unfortunately, this is a all too frequent occurrence when you are working on a time for print basis. This will still happen to you even if you are paying people, just hopefully not as frequently as it does when you're working and collaborating with people for free. The shoot itself, we had probably about 3 hours in the studio. Kyle from Detached Media and Helen joined me and we took about 400 images, and we created approximately about 6 unique looks, which I will show you in a minute. So before we get into Lightroom and the organisation and rating process and how I go from 400 images down to about 20, I want to give a shout out to Kyle and Helen. Their social media channels are going to be popping up throughout this video, and the URLs to their social media channels will be in the video description below, so please make sure you go and check that out and check them out after this video finishes. So now if we were jump over to Lightroom, I can talk you through how I go about rating my images. Okay, so the first thing actually that I want to point out is that I actually create a new Lightroom catalog for each individual shoot that I do. The first thing I did is I went and color coordinated all of the images. So I did it based on wardrobe changes. So we've got red, we had, there's some pictures of Kyle, sorry Kyle, but we've got yellow for the leather jacket, we've got green for the furry jacket, we have green for the furry jacket still, and then we have blue for the high contrast black and white, and then we go on to like a purpley colour for the white net jumper. So that was just so when I started rating I could just work on one particular colour at a time. So the first thing I do is I go through everything and rate them at a 1-star rating as long as they are sharp. This is the opportunity to get rid of any blurry photos. If they're sharp, they progress to level number 2. When I get to level number 2, I am looking for awkward faces, half blinks, anything that just doesn't fit. Then I again go to 3 stars. Once we've got 3 stars, we're starting to then pick images that we prefer, and I'll go through anything that's similar and I will select one out of maybe 2 or 3 that are all the same. So you can see that all of a sudden if I go to red and then go back to 1, we start off, we have 76 images that have been tagged with a red color label. As we get to 2, that 76 is half, well, almost halved. We go down to 32. To get to number 3, we've gone from 32 to 17. Then we go to 4, we've now got 10, and then if we go to 5, we've got 5 individual photos. The same applies for yellow. If we have, so we start at 4, so we start with yellow at 33 images. We go to 1 star, that drops down to 30. We go to 2, that's halved, that's at 16. We go to 3 stars, we all of a sudden drop down to 9. We go to 6, we drop down to, we go to 4 stars we drop down to 6, and we get to 5 stars we drop down to 5. We can do the same with green. So we start off with 91, we end up with 4. So you can see how we very quickly end up cutting out all of the faff, all the shots that we don't like, all the half blinks and everything, and we end up with a really nice sort of small array of images to pick from. So let's get rid of the colour. So I have only edited a couple of these. You can kind of see a sneak peek. Okay, so if we take away the 1, 2, 3, 4 edits, we then have 19 images. I wouldn't necessarily give all 19 to a model. I might edit and then pick 5 to 10 of the very best, and then give those to the model. So that's how I rate. In the next video, we're gonna take a look at some editing techniques, and I will probably show you 1 or 2, the processes of how I've edited 1 or 2, and then I'll show you all 5 images. Okay, so that's just turn my microphone on. So that is my approach to editing and rating and organizing myself in Lightroom. So here's the bit kind of that I was excited about before creating this video. Here's the bit where I get to share with you the behind the scenes from our shoot with Helen Archer. I kind of want to do a drum roll, but I'm not going to. So enjoy, and I will see you again in a second. Okay, so how sick was that video footage? If the editing is a bit squiff, that's my fault. Don't blame Kyle for that. Massive shout out again. I know I've done it several times already, but massive shout out to Helen Archer and Kyle from Detached Media. So definitely check out their social media links in the video description below when this video is finished. Give them some love. They really deserve it. Without them, we wouldn't have this video. So okay, that is everything. I really hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. It took me absolutely forever to get this up piece together, and that's my fault. I would love to know what kind of content you guys would like to see in the future. If there's anything in particular you want me to start covering, if you want to see more behind the scenes, or if you want something completely different, photography related, then let me know in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure that you hit the thumbs up. If you don't, then you know what to do. If you want to stay up to date when I upload all videos, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Okay, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you again soon. Take care.